Streets with your girl Coach shit, man. I appreciate you for rocking and rolling with the homie, man. Can't appreciate you, bro, for bringing them through, man. Let everybody know who he is.
On all my social media platforms, on like my streaming platforms, but yeah, you know, I came up as a content creator, did things with some, you know, big people as far as like comedy and content go, but you know, I decided to go into music and see how that go, and I, you know, I met up with my boy, so we in it.
Man, we in the build, the Daytona now, man. It's in the background. The name, I gotta ask, cause it's like a tongue twister, man. How did you get that bad motherfucker, man?
You talking about Superb Herb? But you know, it's crazy. I worked with this girl, right, and it was like
Shout out to the women.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies for sure. So I was working with this girl, and you know, it was one of them girls, you know, you can tell they got a crush on you, you know what I'm saying? And she always come and just, you know, chop it over me, but you know, I wasn't really feeling her like that, you know, I was just trying to do my job and go home type shit. Yeah. Y'all cool about cussing in the interview, that's cool.
Yeah, man, on the back streets with your girl, Cole. Kane ain't like my boy, you good, man. Whatever you want, edit it, I will get it.
Say less. I was just trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
you Gucci.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But yeah, you know, she ended up, you know, coming up and came up with that nickname for me. I don't know, it just kind of stuck, you know what I mean? Rang the bell, so I was like, fuck it, let's just put that bitch on Instagram.
Okay.
You know,
or do you worry about mixing up Herb and getting confused with G Herbo?
But you know what's crazy? A lot of people call me G Herbo just because of that. Just because of that.
Damn.
I don't really mind that shit because I fuck with G Herbo shit. But at the same time, like, nah, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck with the nigga shit.
You think you gonna bitch have to change it?
No, G.
As you get old, bigger?
Nah, because that's my name. That's who I am. You know what I mean? I want it to be as personal as possible. You know what I mean? So when people say Herb, they calling me by my actual first name, not no artist name.
Herb is your name.
Yeah, not no Cash 300. You know what I'm saying? Not no G rate. Like I ain't It's Herb.
I feel that, man. You been promoting the fuck out of Daytona, man. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah. So I mean, Daytona is something that it's actually like a concept that I came up with when I heard the instrumental. It just made me feel real chill. So, you know, I wanted to put together a story, and basically at the time I was going through some shit where like you know, like a girl would be like trying to cheat on her boyfriend, shit like that, all type of shit in the mix. So, you know, I was fucking with that situation, and it kind of got like a little iffy. So it was just like I felt like I was being used. You know what I mean? So I definitely wanted to like display how shit go, like for a nigga. You know, like nigga.
From your perspective,
yeah, like you know, girls always put their shit out there. I put my shit out there. My story, how you know, got to make the song. So like, I was like, bam, like nigga was like basically like being used for dick and shit. So I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Cause I want the
women do that.
Women do that.
Women do that. But it's frowned upon if y'all, you know, you guys do it.
But you know, it's crazy because we not allowed to speak on it. As, you know what I'm saying? As P's, we don't speak on that shit. Like we don't speak on no, like we fucking a bitch, I don't speak on that shit. I ain't gonna tell my boyfriend, I ain't gonna do none of that shit. But let me cut a bitch off. You know what I'm saying? After I fuck her, she gonna be trying to find my girlfriend. She gonna be trying to find out who I fucked with last year. I swear to God, real shit. I swear to God, like this shit, like nah, for real. You trying to follow your ex girlfriend. You can be single for 3 years.
Researching, huh? Trying to get a research on it, man.
But
the comedy shit, man, you was doing skits, man. I even went back a little further, man. Your quality wasn't up to par, but you still doing the shit. But you made the transition into music. What made you like, fuck that, or I'm gonna hold off on the comedy and focus on this artistry with the music?
Well, you know, music was always my passion, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like one of them things where I was, you know, I was more so afraid to like leave behind the fan base I built off comedy. So I was taking a long time to find out how I'm gonna convert these fans that I built who genuinely mess with me for the comedy into people who fuck with me for music. So I was just like,
people trying to sign you just out for the music, or do your fans want you to stick to straight to the comedy?
Nah, you know, it's like mixed. As far as like the first half of the question, you know, I get like weird shit, like, you know, like people from like Tokyo and shit be like, you know, are you interested in this deal? Like, I look your business, like, whereas people DMing and emailing and shit like that.
Right.
So, you know, that's cool, but it's just not something like, you know, I'd be like interested in. It's just something like weird shit like that.
And you've been into music only 3 years, man, but it seems like you've been doing it long, man. Who are some of your influences with the sound?
Man, you know what's crazy? And my followers, like people who will watch this will laugh their ass off because they know when I first came out, everybody said I sound like Kendrick Lamar. Everybody, like you can look at all the comments on the shit
I got Isaiah Rashad, but
yeah,
but I feel that,
and that's crazy too because that's another person that I really listen to. I really fuck with his music.
But yeah, he's hard.
Yeah,
he been grinding so.
Yeah,
this album he deserves.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with his shit.
I'd rather him take all that time and come back and do it how he did.
To make something beautiful. But yeah, like when I first started, like I got into music probably when I was like 14 on the real. Like I would put my thoughts on paper because I would think so deeply. So those were definitely my influences because I was like, you know, these are people who really care about like the deepness of the craft, you know what I mean? They want to tell a story, they want to, you know, really portray creativity. So that's what I was fucking with. And that really heavily influenced the way my music sounded like for a long time. Without me even consciously realizing for so long, that shit subconsciously just became the way I got comfortable to hop on the beat, you know what I mean? It's just how I hear music. Because I know what good looking music is supposed to sound like, you know what I mean?
Especially listening to great artists following. I know that might not be big to a lot of people, but that's big as fuck to me. How did you build your buzz so big, crazy?
Again, like it was just all my personality. Like I even got way more on just the TikTok. TikTok is like one of them new things where you can just blow it fast, but I just like get on a video and just like talk shit. You know what I mean? Like just how like I'm doing right now, but like people either like respect my opinions or just really like laugh at the way like I talk.
The most high spirit of life, man. The video I watched was about the car wreck, man. Just give us a little background on how, you know, that changed your life and what, you know, a little bit on that.
You know what's so crazy? Over the past like few years, I had a lot of like personality defining, like life endangering moments, and that just kind of gave me clarity that, you know, regardless of what it is that I have to do in order to provide for myself and my family, in order to continue my dream, I have to continue my dream, and that's my purpose. That's why I was put on this earth, and I have to fulfill that no matter what, because death made me realize this experience so that I can meet him, so he can introduce me to you. You literally went through everything you did to meet your network so that you can meet Cam. You know what I mean? Every specific thing happens for a reason until you find your most divine purpose. And that's what all that, you know.
Purpose in the loop.
Yeah.
Like these people that's watching, man, what can you tell them, man?
As far as life in general.
As far as, I must say related to just the industry.
The industry, as far as the industry goes, always accumulate as much knowledge as you can, so that way you can understand what areas you need to be fulfilled, what people you need on your team.
Exactly.
And take initiative. Don't just wait on labels. Don't just wait on shit to just come to you. You have to know these things. You have to play these positions yourself for months and be alone all the time until you know exactly what the fuck you want, until you know what type of personality style would fit best to do what you want. It's so intricate, but you have to know these things, and you have to spend time alone and understand your vision in every nuance, until you can put other people in position to play those roles. And just
big facts. And just fucking elevate, man. I gotta ask, you got your word, your own word, trademark?
Yeah.
How in the freak or why in the hell, what made you just get into that real quick, man? What made you say, I'm gonna trademark this as my word, own word? And I'm gonna let you tell it to the people so I won't even butcher it.
Well, you know, it's called Gemini. And you know, it was just Gemini. It's just some shit that was just like, I was just being creative. Like I saw Gemini ended with an N-I, so I was like, let's just make the nah like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And you know, I know my other Geminis. You know, like I got a large fan base of women. You know what I mean? A lot of my followers, a lot of my engagement are really interested in zodiac signs. So I just want to cater to something I felt like I can relate to and those people can relate to, because that's what bonds us in a way. Even if it's not real, you know, zodiac signs and all that shit make you have a sense of identity, and they, you know, combine you with other people. So I want to make a special word for that, and I felt like it was so creative that I didn't want nobody else to steal it. So I trademarked it before somebody else could.
I feel that. Do you have like a favorite comedian or YouTuber or a TikToker that you like emulated or looked up to? Like, damn, I can do this shit too. Or did you just start doing your skits like everybody else, just pick up the phone? Because it's like you real into your shit, even looking back then.
Yeah. So like, I had a few people definitely that I would watch all the fucking time. It's 3 people. I had Rennie. It's this nigga from New York.
Okay.
And he would just like, just how I would be in his room, just recording himself, and he'll like, you know, like just play characters and stuff like that. It just had me dying laughing. Well, I forgot his name. His name is oh man, I forgot his name. It's like Moneybag or something like that. He from Atlanta. Moneybag Swag or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I know. DC Young Fly.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Nigga with DC Young Fly, he got a literal Nike check on his forehead. Funniest nigga ever.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, this is how strong the law of attraction is. Funny Mike is someone I used to study to develop my content and the strategy on how to post and everything. And I ended up working with that man, like amongst that man, for about 6 to 8 months.
With Funny Mike.
With Funny Mike. And
what made
you?
Damn, that's crazy. You used to study him, and then the law, like you just said, the law of attraction, and put that shit all together. Damn, that's crazy.
It's very crazy. And that shit kind of just more confirmed that shit is real, like to me.
Man, shout out Funny Mike, man. That's dope. So, how much? Like, what type of work you just did? Like, what type of work you did with him?
Man, I was doing everything, literally. Like I'd be behind the scenes, setting up meetings, interviews, like scheduling appointments, like scheduling like reservations for amusement parks. If you want to rent out a whole amusement park, like getting cars customized. I was doing filmmaking, video editing. I was in the skits, like heavily coming up with ideas for skits.
Y'all still work together? Or how's the relationship now?
Yeah, like it's someone that I still like fuck with as a person. It's someone that I can reach out to, definitely. Like, you know, it's not like any bad blood whatsoever, but you know, as far as like, you know, my purpose in my life, I always wanted to do music, and that can't coincide with another man's purpose. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Man, shout out Herb on the back streets, dropping them gems on you. How did you build your confidence? Because you don't seem like you shy, but you probably is. How did you get the courage to just start doing this shit? Or was you born with the just confidence?
You know, I feel like just the things that I went through in my life and how I was raised always like just made me talk. You know, like, you know, everybody got a little bit of shy in them, you know, depending on the type of environment. Like, if you feel uncomfortable in a certain environment, you're going to be shy. But I always been on stage. Like, you know, I used, you know, go to church all the time. You know, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. So my mom always.
How was that?
It was very like consistent dedication and hard work studying. For those who don't know, I have very bad ADHD, so that was very intolerable for me. Like, I would always fidget and shit like that, so it was hard for me to focus and have a passion for that. But, you know, regardless, just to time back into the point, you know, I was always on stage. I was always shaking people's hands. I was always, you know what I mean? So, you know, I've never been afraid to know what I want, have a purpose, and just attack it. You know, like I have to, you know, I have to do this. Like, you know, I'd rather die, you know, doing this rather than live not. It's to build and totally convert into a musician and accumulate the same attention that I will get off those skits into my streaming, because I can combine both. You know what I mean? I can combine my personality into
shit. Anybody you want to send some last minute shout outs or some love to?
Shout out to my boy Cam.
For real, man. Cam, thank you for bringing another star to
Shout out to my boy Cam. Shout out
Cam, yeah.
For sure putting me on with Kane. Shout out to my boy David Thompson. That's one of my closest allies throughout life.
It's like, I want to go listen to some Superb Herb, go watch that good shit, man, let them know.
Okay, yeah, so Instagram name, all my social media is _Superb Herb.